In the long, brutal history of boxing, countless champions have risen and fallen, from Muhammad Ali to Joe Louis, from Mike Tyson to Lennox Lewis. But only one man walked away undefeated. No draws, no defeats, only victory. His name, Rocky Marciano. The only heavyweight champion in history who never lost a fight, 49 fights, 49 wins, 43 knockouts. A legend whose record still stands today. Rocco Francis Marciano. That was his real name. He was born on September 1st, 1923, in Brockton, Massachusetts. The son of Italian immigrants, his father worked in a shoe factory. His mother raised 6 children. Life was hard, but hardship forged him. He wasn't tall, he wasn't fast, he wasn't the most skilled, but he had something far greater, an unbreakable will. As a kid, he trained with whatever he could find. Old sacks filled with rags, stones used as weights. He wasn't dreaming of glory, he was fighting for survival. During World War II, Marciano served in the U.S. Army. It was there he first began boxing seriously. He entered Army tournaments, and his raw power quickly stood out. After the war, he tried baseball and failed. So he turned to boxing, and destiny took over. He made his professional debut in 1947. At just 5'10", he was small for a heavyweight. But when he hit, people stayed down. He wasn't polished, he wasn't pretty, but he was dangerous.
Marciano's left hook to the jaw forces Lane to the rope. Marciano, dancing back, prepares to fire a smashing right that buckles the knees of Rex Lane.
Marciano tore through his early opponents, one after another, most by knockout. But the critics didn't believe. They said he was too short, too crude, too slow. They were wrong. Because Rocky Marciano wasn't a dancer, he wasn't an artist, he was a destroyer. On July 12, 1951, he faced Rex Lane. In round 6, Marciano landed a thunderous right hand. Lane's mouthpiece and a tooth flew out of the ring. From that night on, everyone knew the name. Rocky Marciano.
What steals those punches?
Then came October 26, 1951. The great Joe Louis, the Brown Bomber, the hero of a generation. Louis was aging, but still dangerous. For Marciano, this was more than a fight.
You can see that Louis was Louis. A blazing right, and Louis sails through the rope.
It was his idol, standing across the ring. But inside the ropes, there are no idols. In round 8, Marciano landed his right hand. Louis fell through the ropes. It was over. The old king had fallen, and a new one had risen. Later, Rocky said, he took no pride in that victory, because Joe Louis was his hero. But history had been written.
Later by trainer Charlie Goldman on the left, and by his old time that, as he himself summed up his knockout by Marciano, the reactions were not there.
September 23, 1952. Rocky Marciano faced Jersey Joe Walcott.
The new heavyweight champion of the world, Rocky Marciano.
For the heavyweight championship of the world. Walcott was older, but smarter. He dropped Marciano in the first round and outboxed him for 12 rounds. But then came round 13. Rocky's right hand, the famous Susie Q, one perfect punch, and Walcott went down, out cold. Rocky Marciano, the new heavyweight champion of the world. He had achieved the impossible, and he wasn't done yet. Rocky Marciano wasn't a stylist. He wasn't technical, but he was relentless. He trained harder than anyone. He ran hills with weights. He hit the heavy bag until his arms went numb. He sparred until he couldn't breathe. His fighting style was chaos. Head down, moving forward, throwing punches with both hands until the other man broke. He didn't just beat opponents. He wore them down. In 1954, he faced Ezzard Charles in one of the most brutal fights in boxing history. Charles's nose was split open. Marciano was bloodied, but neither man quit. In the end, Marciano won by knockout. It wasn't boxing, it was war.
I gotta teach him.
Rocky battered Roland Lastarza.
September 21st, 1955. Rocky Marciano defended his title against Archie Moore. Moore knocked him down early, but Rocky got back up, as he always did. In round 9, he unleashed a storm of punches. Moore couldn't continue. Marciano's record, 49 wins, 0 losses, unbeaten, unbreakable. And then, he did what few champions ever dare to do. He retired, at just 31 years old, still at his peak. He said, "I promised my family I'd quit while I was still healthy." He walked away as the only undefeated heavyweight champion in history. After retirement, Rocky lived a quiet life, but his legend only grew. Every heavyweight after him was compared to Marciano. Muhammad Ali once said, "I would have beaten him, but it would have been the toughest fight of my life." Mike Tyson called him one of his greatest inspirations. Then, tragedy struck. August 31st, 1969, just one day before his 46th birthday. Rocky Marciano died in a plane crash. The world lost a warrior, but the legend lived on. Rocky Marciano wasn't born a superstar. He built himself, punch by punch, fight by fight.
Marciano.
He was the man who never stayed down, the only heavyweight champion who never lost, and his spirit will never die. 49 fights, 49 victories. Forever the champion. If you love stories of undefeated legends, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and tell us in the comments. Who do you think is the greatest boxer of all time? Thanks for watching, and remember, champions are made when no one's watching.